Hello, Cancer, my darlings, and welcome back to my channel, Luma Moon Tarot. So, Cancer, I'm doing your reading. It's kind of late at night, you guys. It's really quiet in this house. So, yeah, I figured I would just sit down with you guys for a while. Anyway, Cancer, this reading is for the collective. Just take what resonates, leave the rest behind, right? You guys know the drill. And thank you so much, everyone, for all of your support, the likes, subscribes, comments. You guys, thank you. Thank you so, so much. I love you all so much, okay? I hope you know that. All right, so Cancer, I was led to use the flash deck for your oracles today. The divine is giving this masculine, it's kind of like an ultimatum, okay? They're getting a divine ultimatum is what it feels like. It's making this person kind of feel sick. This is a sick card, but also at the same time, it's just looking like, oh, do I have to? Do I have to do what you want me to do, right? They're getting the messages here. They completely understand what they're supposed to be doing. And the divine is like, yes, in order to get your wish fulfillment, this is the 10 of cups in this deck, okay? In order to get your wish fulfillment, you're going to have to cut something out, say goodbye, and close the book on it, okay? It's got to be over. Now, here's the thing, though. The scissors are coming out in reverse, okay? They're coming out in reverse, which is telling me that this person really doesn't want to do this. They've been avoiding the situation. They don't want a confrontation. This could be somebody who's just afraid of confrontations or unsure of themselves. You could, on the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Yeah, I feel like the divine wants this person to kind of be in isolation right now so they can heal, so they can go through dark night of the soul kind of energy. But they're scared. I feel like they're scared, they're intimidated, but yet they're being told, they know what they have to do. They're supposed to balance the scales. They're supposed to bring justice and fairness to the situation. And in order to get their destiny, this person is going to have to communicate, okay? They fully know this. All right, so what else can you show me? You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with, because this to me is like the Two of Swords, okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Possibly, yeah, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio. All right, so what else can you show me here? I've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah, see the divine, basically I'm seeing the divine is telling this person, you've got to take some kind of action. You don't have any time left. The universe isn't going to sit on hold for you, and neither is this blessing. This is ultimate wish fulfillment right here. This is what your person is wishing for. But in order to get to you, they have to cut somebody else out of the picture. So that's telling me that, well, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a toxic lifestyle. It could be a habit. It could be an addiction. Anything that's getting in the way of this connection, okay? So that needs to be ended. Yeah, and I feel like the divine is, maybe this person is hanging on to someone else for passion also. Yeah, that could have something to do with it, but they quite simply don't want to let go. Like they're really trying to avoid this. I'm just feeling it's giving me the vibe that, like, it's almost like the Nine of Wands vibe, where they know they have to confront something. And look what we've got out here are the Nine of Wands. Yeah. With the 8 here and the Ace, yeah, this is the Nine of Wands. And part of the reason why they don't want to confront the situation and end something somewhere else, possibly they could even be holding on to money. It could be either finances or passion or both, okay? So maybe they could even be getting provided for by somebody else. They could be possibly worried that, they don't have enough money to start a new life. I feel like this person has a lot of fears. It's like they fear the change and the shift in their life, okay? This person, I'm getting that they're used to what they're comfortable in, and they don't want to change that. It's making them feel nervous because their whole life, if they cut someone else out, it uproots everything that they're used to. Okay? But yeah, it's something here has to change in their life. I'm also getting that they're miserable. They want their earth angel. They're supposed to be taking some kind of action here towards an earth angel. We got Virgo energy out here now. Yeah, here's the thing. This person hasn't been able to stop thinking about you. And I feel that isolation again. It's like the divine wants to isolate this person so that they can go through a transformation. So that I feel like spirit is giving them a lot of messages, downloads, really pushing them. This is a lot of pressure this person's under with a major time constraint here. I feel like they do not have time left. This has to be swift action. But here's the thing, this person, all they can think about is how they treated you in the past and how they haven't spoken to you, and you may not want to talk to them. You could be very guarding your heart because you don't want to have it broken again. Using your intuition, you could be extremely intuitive. And I feel like that's very intimidating for this person. Yeah, this is your intuition. You're like super intuitive, Cancer. Look at you. You're also keeping your moves hidden. These are all the things that your person is thinking about in this hermit energy. Okay, this is a lot of deep thought here about you, Cancer. Yeah, and these are all the questions, like, and they're sitting here staring at me like, do I have to? Do I have to confront this? The fear of not knowing, especially if you are dealing with a Virgo, they like to have all their ducks in a row. They like to go in with a plan, you know what I mean? And then a plan B and a plan C. Yeah, it's them not knowing how you're going to react to them, or if you feel the same way, or they're afraid to approach you too because they know you may not even talk to them. You may just shut the door. This is a closed door and this is a closed door. But if they want to get to this wish fulfillment, they're going to have to come in quickly and with the truth. Okay, they're going to have to speak their truth. They're going to have to cut something out too. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or possibly a Cancer, but I feel like that's your energy. Okay, what else can you show me here? Yeah, this one too. Yeah, because you're moving on. This is why they don't have any time left. You're already closing out a cycle and trying to put this behind you. I feel like too, that's what this person is wondering, man. Would you even give them a chance to put the past behind you? Because they really are wishing for this. And the only thing that stands in between this wish and getting their wish fulfillment is this one cup. And Cancer, I feel like that's the Ace of Cups there, or the cup that's usually in your hand. I don't feel like, in order to get their wish fulfillment, you need to offer them your cup of love. They need to make sure that you still love them. This person doesn't even know how you feel about them anymore. They really stuck a lot of swords in you. And you're healing from it and trying to move forward. I do see that there's some I see that there's some things that you may need to continue to heal from because they're still in the front of your boat, and all of these swords should be put behind you. Do you see what I'm saying? But you are moving on. Some of you could be moving, making a physical move, and now your person feels so dumb. You guys, I'm sorry, but they do. They feel very foolish for ever juggling you, ever putting you in a competition, for any kind of strife that they caused in your life, man. This is like, if they had known then what they know now, Cancer, they would have never treated you like this. If they had known then that you were going to end up being their wish fulfillment, you know, and they were going to be receiving these messages from the divine. It's given me the twin flame vibes here, okay? If they had known then, known now what they knew, or if they had known then what they know now, they would have never treated you this way. I feel like this person gave you an empty cup, came in with empty promises, could have promised you the world, Cancer, and put you in a competition and juggled you. You know, third party, just as I say that, look at what's on the bottom of the deck. The juggling card. Acted like a complete fool and thought that there would be no consequences, right? The fool doesn't think about what they're doing. They just kind of do whatever they want willy-nilly, you know, thinking, oh, it'll be fine. I get to do whatever. Feel like, yeah, this person, this is manipulation here, especially with this Knight of Cups energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, heavy Virgo now, guys, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Scorpio on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look, and they had a chance. They had a chance at this blessing, and they also had a chance at this ultimate wish fulfillment. Okay, now we've got the Ten of Cups. They could have had this, but ooh, not so fast, buddy. All of this came to an end because of how they treated you. And then to not speak to you after that, Two of Swords, okay? Cut you out cold, turn their back on you. Well, now this person is wondering, how could you possibly feel the same way about them? And meanwhile, they're seeing you out here in the Nine of Pentacles energy, that's Empress in the Minor Arcana. You've completely changed on this person too. You know? You're so different now than what you were before. Probably when you met them. You know, and now you flipped. You've flipped into the Empress in the Minor Arcana, transformed your life with all of these butterflies. Being spiritually led by the divine. You know, you got the messages. See, your bird here is like their piece of corn, right? You're both getting intuitive messages here. But the difference is that you're listening and you're doing what the divine is instructing you to do. Your person is trying to avoid the situation, and they're about to lose wish fulfillment because you're leaving. You're floating right off of your spread, Cancer. Okay? You want to heal yourself at this point because this person left you alone to grow and change and become stronger. You've become a success. You know, you could have either started a creative project, you could be a boss, business owner here, or just working a lot, okay? But you focused on your stability. You focused on your healing. You focused on getting over this person because you didn't want to hurt anymore. And now you're to the point where you don't want to live with the painful memories anymore either. You want to put those in the past for yourself and move on. And that's what you're doing. I feel like your person is getting shown all of this, okay? Maybe at night in their dreams, because a lot of times with the Moon card, I always feel this dreamy, surreal kind of energy off of it. So they could be getting shown visions of you, Cancer, leaving them behind because they were a player. They played you. They weren't serious. They came into for passion, lust, possibly wanted to just use you. You know, you could have been a huge temptation for this person, Cancer, especially with your loving, nurturing ways and your beauty. You know, and now they're carrying the burdens of this because they know they played you. This person knows, they know how much they hurt you. Okay? Now every day I feel like you've given those burdens back to this person when you decided, you know what, I don't even need to be a part of this anymore. I'm telling you, I feel like now it's all on them. And it always was. I feel like this was their fault. It was their decision to do this to you. And they realize you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve what they did to you. They totally dogged you out, Cancer. Yeah, this was manipulation. I'm getting the feeling like this person, oh, Cancer, this person is going to be manipulated just the way they manipulated you, and that is their karma. Yeah, coming out with judgment. Okay. Okay, so Cancer, yeah, they need to walk away from someone here, but they don't want to, right? It's like they fear that change. They don't want to lose their security and their comfort, okay? And they've been avoiding doing this. So you know what? The divine is making a judgment call. Look, pal, it's going to happen. And now we're going to give you a reason that it's over in this karmic, in this other situation, right? You're about to get betrayed the same way that you betrayed Cancer. You're going to really feel it now. And I feel like Cancer, that's going to end that situation. So it's coming to an end whether they like it or not. You know, but this way is going to be 10 times more painful for your person, okay? You know, honestly, Cancer, this person, when they do come and talk to you, I'm also getting that maybe for some of you, this person is going to try to come in and manipulate the situation and the conversation by trying to make you feel sorry for them, okay? They may come in telling you about the betrayal. Oh, I wish we could have a new beginning. I know I broke your heart though, but believe me, my heart got broken too. And, you know, this is what happened, da 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 da. You know, they'll explain the whole thing, right? This could be, for some of you, this is their plan to have a victory. And I've got the planning card on the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, this is their plan for a victory, is to give you some kind of sob story, you know, a pity party, and hope that, because you are very loving, very nurturing, right? I feel like they're thinking that you're going to be the same, you're going to handle it the same way you did before and let them back in. But they don't know that I think they know that you flipped into the Empress as far as your abundance, but they may not realize that you're thinking very logically now. You're no longer in your emotions. You're not swimming in your emotions for this person anymore. Okay? You're thinking for yourself, and you're focused on yourself and what's good for you. So, you know, if this person comes forward to an Empress in the Minor Arcana with a pity party, you're going to look at them and tell them you're too busy for this. That's what you're going to probably end up doing. You know, this is one of the busiest people in the deck. Okay, or cards in the deck, right? You have a lot of responsibilities here. You work a lot and you love what you do, and you're divinely led to do what you do, and you're very masterful and skilled at it. So that's your primary focus right now, is building this solid foundation for yourself. Yeah, you may look at them and say, I don't have time for this pity party. Like, you're not going to feel sorry for them. You're not gonna be in your emotions at all. I feel like they're in theirs. They're very emotional. And as I say that, the King of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Thank you again, Divine. I love you. Yeah, they're very emotional. This is their emotions all kinds of swelling up, okay? Oh yeah, this is like being like jello on the inside, okay? Why? Because they know that you're their match. Now we've got the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. This person's totally in love with you. And that's the cup that they want here. They need this cup, the one that's in your hand, your love, in order to get their wish fulfillment. Okay? This is their goal right here. Both of these cards, they're both the Ten of Cups. Okay? That's ultimate wish fulfillment. That's having everything that they want, okay? And emotional fulfillment, right? Everything, just happiness. Everybody's happy and it's just a lovely life. But in order to get that right now, they only have the wish, okay? They only have 9 cups, all right? They need your cup of love to equal those 10 cups. And Cancer, I feel like you really just don't feel the same way anymore. You know, and you're way too focused. Yeah, I feel like you know this person betrayed you, backstabbed you. They could have talked smack about you behind your back or allowed someone else to. They put you in third parties, and I feel like since then, you were put through it. You've had to be a warrior for yourself. This is the warrior queen. So now you're taking control of your life. You're taking your power back here from this person. You're no longer in total sadness and tears. You're not really hurting over them. You've healed a lot since this happened to you. And now your focus is on something completely different. It's not on this person. And that's why you're becoming such a huge success, and you've had such a great transformation. So yeah, you know, this person is all up in their emotions, Cancer, because 1, they don't know how you feel about them. 2, they don't know how to communicate with you. 3, you're very intimidating. They realize what they did to you, but they're being told in order to get this wish fulfillment, in order to get your Cancer back and this destiny for you, you got to cut someone out or something out. Okay? I feel like this person has to sacrifice something. And they've been avoiding it for all of those reasons, Cancer. This person's scared too. You know, that change. They don't like the feeling of their life being turned upside down. But they can either choose to do it themselves and work through it, okay? Or the divine does it for them. And that I feel like that's what's going to happen. They're about to get betrayed the same way they betrayed you. And they're going to know that that's their karma for what they've done. Okay? They're full on going to know. Yeah, because what goes around comes back around. I'm hearing Justin Timberlake. That's it. Because what goes around comes back around, Cancer. Yeah, and this person, I'm telling you, they are ashamed of themselves. They know this is the karma for what they did to you. Okay? This is pretty much all they can think about. They know they're getting their karma for what they did to you. Or they will when they find out, you know, they've been betrayed and backstabbed. Put in a third party. Okay? Oh boy, Cancer. And if they didn't respect you before, they're sure as heck going to respect you after this. Yeah, they're in love with you here, Cancer. After this happens to them, and then it could go either way. Either this person will make a decision to walk away from something here, or the divine will force it. I just feel like the divine will just make it happen. Okay? And believe me, spirit can, under judgment, spirit can do whatever they want. Okay? So yeah, either way it's going to happen. They're gonna be walking away from something here. And yeah, whatever happened to you is, whatever they did to you is coming back around to them. Exactly the same way they did it to you. Okay, so if they put you in a third party situation and used you and left, that's what's going to happen to them. They're going to feel used for something, and then they're going to be left behind, right? If this person, if you were in a commitment and they cheated on you, right, and chose someone else, that's what's going to happen to them. It's going to happen the exact same way. What goes around comes back around. You know, and I feel like after they go through this and realize how it felt, they understand after that. Now I understand what you tried to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity. Who does that song? It's it's about Vincent van Gogh, guys. Is it Vincent, right? Starry, starry night. I don't know who sings it though. So I need a lifeline. Drop a comment if you know that song, but that's what this is. Now they understand. They're gonna understand after this. I feel like the divine is going to bring in some intervention here. They're gonna intervene. And your person, they're gonna feel the same pain that you did. Okay? And then they'll understand what you tried to say to them and how you suffered for your sanity, right? Because and that's another thing. I feel like Cancer, you may have told this person that all of this was going to happen, and it is. You know, I feel like maybe people called you crazy. You know, you were spiritual, you're psychic, you're intuitive. You know, you pick up on the vibes, right? You know, maybe people made fun of you for that, picked on you for it, criticized you for it, you know, persecuted you for it. But they're finding out now that you were absolutely right. Okay? And you were actually the sane one in all of this. So how you suffered for that sanity, you know? And tried to tell people to make that change. Yeah, they're going to respect you. Oh my gosh, Cancer, you are going to get the respect that is due to you. You will. And they're going to end up feeling really guilty. But then here's the thing. They come towards you kind of like with their tail tucked between their legs, realizing how it must have felt. Okay? And they're going to reach out after they learn this lesson. This is them learning a huge lesson here and realizing that they're getting their karma because of how they treated you. Whew, Cancer. Anyway, my darlings, I'm going to take this into the extended, okay? I want to see what happens, and I want to look up that song. So, yeah, I want to see what they do next. When they come to talk to you, what are you going to say? You know, how is this conversation going to go? And does it stand a chance of, you know, getting back into union, right? Anyway, Cancer, if you're interested in the extended, there's a link to follow in the description box below. It'll take you straight to Patreon, okay? And I hope this helps, my darlings. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like this vibe. And until next time, everyone, take care of you and peace out.